All right, up next is Playbook of Eli, which is my draft, 7th overall pick. Right out of the gate, I went running backs. I went Chris Johnson, Frank Gore, wide receiver Santonio Holmes, and Phillip Rivers. So first 4 picks, how you feeling about those?
Chris Johnson. If he plays, he's a top 2, top 3 running back in the league.
Right.
If he's on the field. But right now he's not, so that's a tough one.
Okay.
I mean, at 7, you could have done a lot worse. Frank Gore, coming off a hip injury, it's tough. But, I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick at 18.
So there I could have had Forte, Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, Nix, Javid Best, who you picked, and Vincent Jackson. So for me, I wanted to get a running back. Do you think I should have taken Forte? I mean, you took Best, but I mean Forte, Best.
I think you should have taken a wide receiver there. I know what you were trying to do, but again, he's a 2nd to 3rd tier running back with hip questions. I'd have went with a more secure Calvin Johnson if it was my draft, if he was available there.
Another question is, should I take a Sean Green?
You know what? That wouldn't have been a bad pick there. I mean, Sean Green is a solid running back and a run-first offense, throw the ball second, but he also taken, you got LaDainian Thomas going to take carries away from him. It would have been, I think it would have probably been a little early for Sean Green.
Right.
But, because, his average draft position is 41. It wasn't early for Frank Gore. I just would have preferred a more solid player there.
Right.
So it's not early. I think you picked him just right, but with Calvin Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald available, I'd take one of them in a heartbeat.
Okay. So then Holmes at 3, Rivers, Bolden, Mercedes Lewis. I took Jacobs after that, Sims Walker. So that part of my draft.
I like Phillip Rivers. I'm really high on Phillip Rivers this year. I was hoping to take him 42. I don't think it's a bad pick for that. Anquan Bolden, that he hasn't produced the past 2 years. So I mean, it's a good pick. 55. I'm not like jumping for joy, but it's a good pick. Mercedes Lewis. I don't know if he can reproduce with a quarterback. Not being there. It's between the Rook or Gerard. I don't know. Danny Woodhead at 103 is a pretty good pick. Mike Sims Walker. Cowboys D is a little early to be picking a defense. You got some you got some good flyers on there. I like your draft overall.
I would say my biggest concern for me was my wide receivers because I took good wide receivers and run-first offenses. And
yes.
That concerns me.
Yeah. And
Holmes and Bolden are both going to be second options offensively.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. Let's lay down a grade.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a. That's a solid team if Chris Johnson, and I can't. To me, if Chris Johnson is on the field, you get an A.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, because you got about 7, but I got to go with a B on this one.
I'm going to go with a B minus for myself, maybe a C. I'm going to go B minus, and the reason why I say that is there was a lot of times when I wanted to draft somebody that had already been drafted. So I don't know if that's my fault, but there's some things now that I'm looking at it and I'm realizing that I got my two main wideouts are run first offenses that bother me. So